walk. You. Gotta go back and get the umbrella, man, cause it's like raining, but not really, and I ain't really trying to. I'm trying to be about that wet life. Efosa, appreciate it, man. Thanks for the donation, brother. Oh, there we go. Make sure you call in today. We're going on live at 12:30, Lucario and myself. We're going on live at 12:30, man. Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Joe Blast, what up? Oh, they say you getting your soap on Thursday, bro. Joe Blit ass, what's up? Cool. Jungle Struck, good morning. El Borracho, what's up? Fat John, what up? El Borracho. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Make sure y'all go check out the shows. We had some pretty good shows. The Real Game No Theory show went on for 3 hours because we kept getting like these calls. There was a lot of cool stuff on there. We had a morning. Manhood is a skill set show. Mr. Justin was on the whole time, and that was dope. Lucario's show was dope. What else? And of course, the Friday show with Lucario and myself. We touched on the Kiki Palmer situation again. And Lucario touched on it on Thursday. So make sure y'all check all of the replays, guys. There's a lot of great content. Make sure you use the link in the description to get your tickets to Vegas. You can also use that same link to get your soap, join the membership, join the memberships, Bad Boy membership and the Masculine Identity membership. Schedule a session. Like I said, if y'all want to, we could chop up game about photography and business as well. If y'all don't just want to talk about game and dating or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So holla at me. Rickster, what's up, man? Respect. Yeah, man, I hope y'all had a good weekend too. I had a great weekend. And I ain't really do much, you know? I didn't do much, but I enjoyed my weekend, you know, especially coming off of July 4th, traveling and all that. Sometimes when you get a chance to slow down and just do regular shit and just enjoy the regular shit that you do in your life, sometimes it feels good, you know? I didn't go out to eat. I cooked the whole weekend. Like any food that I had over the weekend, I cooked it myself. So that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that felt good. Because when I was out with my family, like we went out a lot. Like we went out almost every day. The only food that I cooked on July 4th was the food that I barbecued myself. But other than that, we was, you know, because we was in another state, staying at hotels and shit, we kind of like went out all the time. So just, you know, staying home and cooking and making the food taste exactly how I want it to taste because I know how to cook for myself. Those type of things. It's simple, but it's still, like I said, everything you got to be grateful for, bro. You know what I mean? Gold Mouth said, appreciate the Bad Boys for real, for real. It's the real game. Appreciate it. George Still says, in your professional opinion, what would make a good profile picture and pose? What would make a good profile picture and pose? First of all, profile for what? Profile for what? And then on top of that, if you're talking about dating profiles, Lucario has a whole program that talks about how to take pictures, to get you laid on dating apps. So I suggest you look at that. Because truthfully, I'll be honest with y'all, Lucario is the expert when it comes to online dating. Excuse me. I would consider him an expert because I've seen him pull dates out of thin air, bro. Like, this nigga always got a date. Just normal, no dating pictures. Well, just take a regular business headshot then. Take a regular business headshot. Give a nice smile, but don't be cheesy. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you look friendly, and make sure you look neat and clean. That's all. Just a regular business headshot. Anything from like the middle of the torso up. That's it. If it's not for dating, it sounds like it's just for like a profile picture for your social media or maybe for your LinkedIn business type shit. So just take a regular business headshot. And if you don't know what that looks like, go to Google and type in business headshot and look at the images. And tell your photographer to recreate it. The twins, Miles, people who are depressed, suicidal, do you think it's because of lack of self-identity? They lost hope in life because they don't know who they are and they are disconnected from their identity. Well, see, it's not just identity. It's that they don't like their identity, right? They don't accept their identity. They don't love themselves. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So it's not just the fact of being connected or disconnected from your identity. you have to like your identity too. And if you and at the same time, you should always, if there's something that you need to work on, that there's a weakness. Good morning. If you know that there's a weakness associated with your identity, then because you love yourself, because you love your identity, then it's your job to use every day to work on that weakness. And that all comes back to the love that you have for yourself. So it's not just about being connected or disconnected from your identity. The trick is that you have to actually like your identity. You got to love yourself, bro. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is that some people know exactly who they are, but they don't like it. You see what I'm saying? Some people know exactly who they are, but they have negative thoughts about their identity. So then because they don't value it, because they don't appreciate it, because they're not grateful, then they lose sight about what's important. That's why I tell you guys that the most important thing, like the foundation of everything that I talk about or try to talk about, is being grateful, bro. That's the foundation of everything. If you're not grateful, then your identity don't even fucking matter. Because if you're not grateful for who you are, if you can't look at your identity and see the good things and see the value and be grateful for that, then it's going to be hard for you to make improvements. It's going to be hard for you to live day to day. It's going to be hard for you to have a positive outlook and to be productive in your life, because you don't like you don't like yourself. You don't like your life. You're not appreciative. You're not grateful for what's going on. You see what I'm saying? You're not grateful for every breath, every step, every day you wake up. You're not grateful for it. So you're not going to be able to make the most of it. So those people who are depressed and suicidal, they have a hard time liking themselves. They have a hard time being grateful. They have a hard time finding value. You understand? George says, the pic I got look... Oh, okay, George. I don't really know. I don't really know. I can't really see the pic. It just looks like a little dot to me. The pic that you have on your avatar now, I can't really see it, so I don't know. Gold Mount says, I'm married and wifey said I can have entanglements. Is the game different for married dudes? Good morning. Well, there's a few things to unpack there, because I don't believe a man should have a woman telling him what he's allowed to do. And the fact that you're having a woman tell you what you're allowed to do means that you started off the relationship wrong in the first place. You understand? And then the fact that she's calling them, or you and your wife is calling them entanglements, that's another thing that says to me that the dynamics of your relationships, it seems like you guys are looking at what other people is doing and trying to use that as a reference on how you should handle your own relationship, which can be dangerous, because Will Smith and Jada Pinkett could do whatever the fuck they want to do, but y'all not Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. More than likely, you don't have the money that they have. You don't have the lifestyle that they have. You don't have the perspective and understanding that they have. So all that whole situation that you're talking right now sounds faulty to me. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know, if you really want to, if you would really like to talk about that, you definitely got to schedule a consultation, because I don't want to give you no quick advice on this live and then you do or say something that's going to turn your situation into a divorce or some nonsense like that. But to answer your question, the game is all the same for everybody. Whether you just out here fucking bitches or you trying to get married, the game is the same. The bottom line is, as a man, you got to lead your relationship. So like I said, the fact that you talking about, my wife says I can have, you waiting for your wifey to tell you what you can have? That's a red flag right there. Because if you a man, you're not waiting for no woman to tell you what you can have. See what I'm saying? And if she telling you what you can have now after y'all already been married, then that simply means that you ain't know what the fuck you wanted in the beginning. And now she's telling you what you could have. I don't know. I don't like none of that. I don't really appreciate none of that. I got the understood before we got married. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. If you got the understanding before y'all got married, then what's the problem? Go have your entanglements. Why you talking to me on the app? Why you asking me any questions about it? It's your marriage, is your life, and she says you can have it, right? But again, is it an understanding or is she telling you what you can have? I don't see now you're sounding you already your whole shit is fucking breaking down because your language in your first statement sounds incongruent with your second statement because you telling me your wife says you can have this. Now you're telling me, well, it was understood before y'all got married. So if everything is understood and if everything is good, why come to me about it? You understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta understand something. The action of coming to us for help, I already know that something is wrong with your situation. So you can't try to finagle shit and try to justify shit. If you need help, just be honest and realize that your situation is fucked up. That's why, let me tell y'all something. That's why Steve be getting on y'all niggas so much. Because the simple fact that you coming to us for advice or clarity means that there's something going on that you don't understand, or there's something going on that you are having trouble with. And then when we probe and when we try to get the real in your situation, y'all niggas try to justify shit, and it only makes you look stupid. Because if you're gonna try to justify shit, if you're gonna try to act like everything is all good, then why did you come to us for advice in the first place? It only makes you look dumb. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying anything about you in particular, Goldmouth. I'm just saying in general. That's why a lot of y'all niggas be getting a certain type of attitude from niggas like Steve, because you coming to us for advice. We already know that something's fucked up. That's why you coming to us for advice. So don't be trying to justify shit after the fact. Just tell the truth about your situation so we could actually help you. James Brandon said, what are good guidelines for strategically choosing to deal with women for specific gains? For example, flirting with women at the bank so they can help you with credit. I mean, what do you mean? I mean, be polite to everybody you meet, compliment them, and then hopefully they give you what you want. I don't know what do you mean? What are good guidelines? Use the golden rule as a guideline. Treat others how you want to be treated. That's it right there. It ain't nothing crazy. George still says, she like I got mines, go ahead and get yours. Joe Blast said, when you spoke on dudes growing up with single mothers, not being able to be alone hit hard. We gonna talk about that soon enough because that's me. Respect for pointing that's misery. Hey man, like I said, I call it how I see it. And in that video, that's why I said it. That's why I said before I said what I said, I was like, look, I'm not trying to make fun of niggas, bro, but I know that it's a reality. You feel me? It's a harsh reality that a lot of niggas don't want to come to terms with. You understand? You got to remember the way we were raised influences us a lot. Like for example, I grew up in a family that yells a whole lot. Like we yell. We express ourselves a certain way, but we talk very loud in my family. So why y'all think I talk the way I talk? Like I know I went to chill with my family for 4th of July and I lost my voice. That's literally just how it goes. You feel me? Good morning. And that's a reality that I have to deal with. You understand? That's a reality that I have to deal with. That is a truth about myself that I have to accept. And then there's many other truths about myself that I have to accept as well, just like everybody else. And a lot of times when you on these platforms and you tell the truth and it hit like, that's why I appreciate you, bro, because you could take that as a man. Boom. He pointed something out about my life, and it's something that I realized that has to be dealt with. Cool. Most niggas though, when they listen to a nigga like me talk on a platform, all they take it as is disrespect. They don't realize that, look, I'm pointing something out that if you listen to it, if you embrace it, it could actually, it could put you on, it could help you be a better man, be a better person. But the average nigga not gonna do that. The average nigga just gonna be like, yo, fuck these niggas. These niggas is haters. They trying to hurt my feelings. They trying to play me, son. You feel me? So shout out to you for understanding what I was really trying to say. Good morning. Goma said, you're right. Chicks look sideways when I say I'm married, seem to be deterred. James Brandon said, I mean, a lot of women that like me do things for me on a small scale. I'm wondering if it'll be the same for bigger favors when dealing with women with better positions. Well, if you want women to do things for you on a bigger scale, you have to demonstrate being a benefit to them on a bigger scale. However you can do that. You understand? I mean, it's a lot of cats that might lie to bitches and make them sell them a dream to make them want to help them. But me personally, I don't believe in that. So if you want women to help you on a bigger scale, then you got to be of a benefit to a woman on a bigger scale, right? You got to be able to show her why your masculinity is important, why your masculinity is valuable, why your personality, your identity, why a relationship with you is valuable and important. And whatever type of relationship you're trying to build. You understand? So if you want women to help you out on a larger scale, then you have to show value on a larger scale as well. You have to somehow make them see your value on a larger scale, and then they will help you on a larger scale. Jungle Stress says, Steve is like that uncle that will tell you the truth that your pops can't because of proximity. Respect to Steve. Facts. Real shit. Cole Steele said, I'll flirt with the banker by playfully teasing her instead of just a compliment. Chris with the 100. Jungle Stress said, I grew up in a culture that likes to tease people we like. Sometimes it gets me in trouble because people out here take things way too seriously. Yep. I come from a culture like that too. In Jamaican culture, niggas be saying outlandish shit to perfect strangers. And niggas take it and let it roll right off their shoulder. But in America, you say the same type of shit, and you might even get arrested out here because somebody is offended. You feel me? So excuse me. James Brandon said, I'm not the type to lie to women or use insecurities either. That's why it's difficult to get big favors when you know you don't have long-term intentions. It's not necessarily difficult. What it is, like I said, what it is you have to be able to show beneficial value on a larger scale. You understand? So you have to be creative. So for example, the chick at the bank, find out more about her. You understand? Each time you go to the bank and you see her, find out a little bit more about her. So and then and more specifically, find out more about what's important to her. So for example, because I don't know the situation, but let's just say you talking to her one day, you doing a bank transaction, and then you find out that she got kids. And then she started talking about how much she loves her kids and blah, blah, blah. At that point, maybe you could tell her that, hey, can I see a picture? Or good morning. Because you could say to her, hey, you a good looking chick. I know your kids is mad cute. You got a picture of them real quick? And then she might take out her phone, show you the picture, blah, 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 right? And he'd be like, damn, your kids are beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Cool. And then she'd tell you, oh my God, they're like my world, or my son is my world, and I love him so much, and blah, blah, blah. So now the next time you go to the bank, what can you do? Let's just say she tells you, yeah, my son is 10. and he's my world and blah, 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 right? So what can you do? Next time you go, you could do some research and find out about maybe sports programs or, you know, some type of training program to enhance the youth, you know, some crazy shit that would be good, that you think would be good for her son. And you got the hookup, right? Let's just say you got the hookup. Let's just say you found out about the program and then you got in touch with the guy that runs the program. Maybe, and this is just a hypothetical example, but I'm just showing you how you can be of value to other people. So first you find out what's important to the person. Then you figure out a way that you can enhance and add to what's important to them. So now, like I said, next time you come back to the bank, you say, hey, I got this brochure. And you write down the phone number or whatever to the guy. And you say, I got this brochure because I know summer's coming up and you might want to put your kid in a camp. But this camp is different because it's not just camp activities, but it also shows, you know, it provides masculine influence, it provides this, it provides that. And it could really make sure your son starts out on, you know, on a great path to life, and it gives him lifelong connections with other young boys growing up in the area and mentors and blah, 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 blah. You give her the brochure. And then you say, listen, if you do call, let me know first. Call me first, because I know the guy and I could get you a discount for his admission and blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? So now you got her thinking about enrolling her son into some type of masculinity training or some type of like program that could be really beneficial to her son for some summer program, whatever. So now, let's just say she does call and she puts her son in the thing. Now, the next time you need something from her, because you helped her out with something in her life that was such a big deal to her, she'll be more willing to help you out on a larger scale. You understand that? More than likely. Again, nothing is set in stone. Good morning. And I just gave you a hypothetical, and I don't know the details, but I'm just letting you know how these things work. You got to find out what's important to people and find out how you can help them. And make sure that you are a part of the help. So like I said, make sure she calls you first so you can connect her to the guy that'll get her the discount or whatever the fuck it is. So she knows that it was you who put her in position to get what she wanted to get. I'm giving y'all a lot of game in this one right here. I just gave y'all some serious fucking games just now. If y'all caught it. I know half of y'all niggas ain't really catching. Zora Mina, what's up? James said, yeah, she did tell me she goes to my gym. The bank pays for it, and she wishes she was as disciplined as me. Solomon, much respect. Chris says she gonna feel like you was hooking her up, so she may hook you up depending on how it plays. Jungle Strut, yep. Yeah, I hope some of y'all caught it. Good morning. If you understand what's important to somebody, and then you understand how you can help, you can be an asset in reference to that importance, then that's how you show value to them. That's how you become valuable or more valuable. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about lying. It's not about selling a bitch a dream. It's about actually doing something for her life that she could use. Then when it's time for you to get her to do something for you, chances are she'll do that shit because she realized, hey, this guy's solid. And that's why consistency is so important too. Because when you build in these type of relationships, and these are just like simple social networking relationships. You ain't even trying to necessarily fuck this chick. You just trying to be a good dude to her. You gotta be consistent and solid. You understand? Because the one time if you let her down, then she gonna be like, oh, he ain't shit. He talk a big game, but I really, you know, he ain't really about that life. You feel me? So that's why I preach to y'all about consistency. Because if you're not consistent, then people are not gonna be able to trust you. And it's the same thing even if you in a relationship with a woman. You gotta have that, you gotta have consistency. I mean, you don't gotta necessarily be perfect because we're all humans, we're all flawed, but consistency is super important for people to trust you. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all got something from all of that. I'm about to cross over to Instagram. We going on live at 12:30 today, Lucario and myself on YouTube Live 12:30. So make sure y'all check that out. It's Monday, so let's start the week off strong. Let's focus on being consistent, productive. You understand what I'm saying? It was some decent questions in there today. Like I said, I hope y'all got something from it. So y'all have a good one, man. What else? Get your tickets to Vegas, man. Get your tickets to Vegas. We want to see y'all there. We want to shake your hands because we appreciate every last one of y'all. But yeah, get your tickets to Vegas because seriously, guys, the success of these seminars that we putting together is going to dictate a lot in the future of things that we can do with and for you guys. You understand? So, get your tickets, get your live stream tickets, whatever you got to do, man. Support the situation. All right. So we appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. Be good to yourself. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.